Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. Today, I have a message from the Masculine Collective. So, for those of you who are in spiritual connections, this message is really going to resonate with you, especially those of you who are in a separation or no communication phase, or even those of you who are in a long distance relationship where the communication is sort of dicey. So, let's get into the message. I have so much to say today. So, the first thing that was coming through from the masculine to me is that they are going through a very difficult time in their life, specifically financially. So, with everything that's going on in the world right now, a lot of the masculines that you are dealing with, they have lost their jobs, which means they've lost a lot of their financial security, which really is impacting their ego. Like, it's making them feel unworthy, less than. They have a lot of just negative feelings about themselves because they have really tied their self-worth to how much money they make. So if they're not being productive and not going to work every day and making money, they just feel so low about themselves. A lot of them have and are currently going through depression right now. They're going through dark nights of the soul, and that's the main thing that's keeping this person from contacting you, is because they're just very distraught right now with the way that life is going on. And quite frankly, they feel quite embarrassed. They don't feel like a man. They don't feel like a provider. And therefore, they don't feel like they're good enough for you. So, obviously, from the feminine's perspective, especially if you're not in communication with this person, you can take this person's distance and silence very personally, but it is not personal at all. And a part of what the feminine has to heal right now is understanding that, number one, the universe has the masculines back, okay? And I will tell you that for a lot of the masculines, they do have guidance in many different forms. You know, some of them, truly do have divine guidance with them. They do have spirit guides and angels with them that are helping them to get on their correct path, because a lot of them were pursuing this physical, worldly path, right? They were finding their security in their job. Well, here comes a pandemic, basically proving to the world that the things that we thought were secure were not secure. And what the masculine has to learn is that true security comes from within, right? That their self-worth and their self-value and their confidence does not come from their employer. It comes from within. And so for those masculines who are currently going through depression or currently going through a dark night of the soul right now, what's happening is they're having to basically let go of these belief systems that they've been taught as young children and grown up in as young men and adult men, and they're completely having to flip the script, right? They're completely having to change everything that they thought was real. And depending on how old your masculine is, depends on how long they've been buying into this system and how invested they are in this system. And this is going to be particularly difficult for those masculine, older masculines who have really invested a lot of time, money, and energy into this physical system. And everyone right now is having to kind of break down that system they've created and start creating this inner foundation, this inner love, this inner peace, this unshakable confidence that only comes from going within. So, though a lot of them may be going through depression, dark night of the soul, this is actually the best thing that could be happening to them. And many of the feminines out there who are listening have probably gone through their own dark night of the soul, have maybe gone through their own depression, and perhaps you are on the other side. Now it's your masculine's turn, okay? But everyone's situation is different, and for certain people, the masculines are really having to change their physical reality. So, depending on how severe the pandemic has affected their life, that is making them have to make changes, right? No matter how fortunate or how severe the case is, everyone's having to make changes on a conscious, emotional, spiritual level, and that is the type of work that is done individually. So, if you guys have been watching my readings lately, a big card that has been coming out is the Hermit energy. And for many, many, many of you out there, your masculines are going through this hermit phase where they are having to really go deeply within, and that is the cause for their lack of communication, okay, or their light communication, okay? So for the feminines, you could be feeling this energy from your masculine. You could be feeling this kind of like heavy, intense, dark energy coming from them. But also for a lot of you, what this dark night of the soul is doing is it's showing the masculine your role in their life and how you are there to help them and how you are there to give them love and support, and that is the role of the feminine, to nurture and care for, whereas the masculine is to protect and provide. And so, like I said, for a lot of the masculines, they don't feel right now that they can protect and provide, and that's making them feel very shameful. But they do understand, or they are starting to understand, that the feminine is there to care for them and nurture them and heal them with her nurturing energy. That's what a lot of them are experiencing. So a lot of you guys might be feeling your masculine's energy coming towards you in a variety of different ways. For some of you, you could be feeling them come towards you spiritually. Like you just spiritually feel that they're always with you, that their presence is with you. And that's because they want to be near you. They want to feel your energy because your energy is so healing, and it just it makes them feel whole, right? So they want to be near you. So some of you could be having that sensation of feeling that the masculine is near you because energetically they're trying to be near you. Some of you could feel the masculine like wanting to send you messages, or maybe you're getting insights and downloads because the masculine wants to talk to you. Now, communication is different for every scenario, but for a lot of them, they are not able to communicate authentically with you at this time because they can't really even understand what they want to say to themselves. So it's very difficult for them to communicate very clearly and elegantly towards you. But you could be feeling that, you could be feeling like, okay, they're trying to get in contact with me again. And some of them maybe have reached out to you or will be reaching out to you. But just one thing to know about this reaching out is that it's more of a kind of check-in, like, where are you? Are we still okay? Is it still okay if I come towards you? Are you, because some of you guys could have been in separation for varying amounts of time. So some of them are maybe wondering, like, are you still available to me? Are you there, or have you moved on? And just another note on that, as far as communication goes, a lot of them maybe have burned the bridge with you. They've burned that communication bridge with you. Maybe they've pushed your communication away in the past. They've rejected you. They've, ghosted you. They've left you unread for a long time. And now they want to come back, but they're wondering, are they mad at me? And they do feel bad about that. Okay. For those of them who want to communicate with you, they do feel bad about how they left the connection. They do feel bad that they didn't maintain communication, but it just was very difficult for them to do that. So just understand that from their end. So some of them could be coming back with an apology as far as communication goes. So you could also be feeling your masculine coming towards you sexually as well. For some of you, sex is how you and your masculine communicate with one another. It's how you provide healing to each other. It's how you really connect. And so they might be desiring to come towards you sexually, but not in like a it's more in a loving and caring and romantic way as opposed to just fulfilling a need. They right now want to deeply connect because the bottom line at what I'm getting at is that the masculine has been working in a direction that is very empty. They've been trying to find pleasure and have been distracting themselves in things that are empty. They've have maybe been distracting themselves in a career that is empty. They've been distracting themselves into vices that are empty. They've been distracting themselves into people that are empty. And now they're really seeking that true, deep, spiritual connection that just satisfies all areas of life. Because that's what you are to them. You are the whole package. But, with you being the whole package, there is a lot of pressure. There is a lot of responsibility that comes with that. There is a lot of commitment that comes to being with someone who is the whole package. And I feel that your masculines at whatever particular point in time that this relationship broke down, they were not ready to step up to the plate and be the individual that they needed to be to make this sort of connection thrive and survive. So as the masculine starts to let go and release all of the empty things they were chasing and start chasing sustenance, you're going to start feeling them come closer to you. So there will be a lot of reunions happening very soon. There will be a lot of reconnection starting soon. And these might not take forever, right? For many of you, people will come back, you'll have some healing, and they'll go away again to do a little bit more personal healing, and they'll come back, and it'll be a dance for quite a bit of time until you both are able to really, truly stand in that space for one another. So basically, the big message that the masculine is trying to get across to you is that their life is really going through some ups and downs right now, and they want you to know that that is where their attention is at this time, that they really are trying to get their life on some type of stable ground and find their footing again. And when they do that, they will be able to walk towards you because they do now realize that you are the path, right? You are a part of their journey, and they have to start walking that path with you. So you both have individual paths that you're walking down, but your paths are going to merge at one point, and they need to start walking towards that path where they're going to meet you at that crossroad and walk down the path with you. So they just want you to know that they understand that, They're getting there. They will meet you there. Don't slow down for them. Don't turn around for them. They truly are protected and have the guidance of the universe. And they just want you to continue doing you, focusing on yourself, taking care of yourself, because that helps them to move forward as well. So I hope that this message has helped you. I hope that this message has given you lots of peace and lots of clarity. And it is my personal mission to help as many people as possible find their path. And that is what I personally specialize in, is helping people to break down the past and really start building their future, so that way you can get into your union. So if you have any questions about my coaching or any of my services, all of my information will be down below. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of the week or the month or the year, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.